You should not celebrate Easter, and I'll tell you why. Most people ignorantly relate Easter to the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus Christ in the Bible. However, there is only one mention of Easter found in the scriptures. Right here in Acts chapter 12, verse 4, you can see that Easter is mentioned in this particular verse. This is the one and only time Easter is mentioned in the entire Bible. But let's find out if this is even talking about Easter. When you go to the original translation of the word, it's in Greek, and that word is Pascha. There's also a reference number right here that you can relate this to in the concordance. That number is 3957. This is the Strong's Concordance. And let's go to 3957. Right, same word, Pascha. And that word means Passover, not Easter, but Passover. It was wrongly translated as Easter, but that word means Passover. What is the Passover, you might ask? In short, the Passover is the first of all the annual feasts. It's held at the beginning of the year, and it commemorates the children of Israel, the Israelites being brought out of captivity in the land of Egypt when the Lord sent destruction to our enemies, but he passed over the children of Israel. The way the children of Israel observed and kept the Passover was by coming together and eating lamb, unleavened bread, and drinking wine. When you read about the Last Supper, when Christ sat down with his disciples for the last time before he was crucified, this is what Christ was celebrating and observing. The Passover, not Easter. Also, I posted this picture. It's the most famous depiction of the so-called Last Supper. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. I posted this to prove a point. The same people that told you that Christ looked like this and his disciples looked like this are the same ones who told you to celebrate Easter and not Passover. Of course, we know this image is false. Christ was black and all the disciples were black. So instead of eating unleavened bread and drinking wine, if you grew up in a Christian church, you are familiar with this right here. This is how you have communion. Communion is a bastardization of the Last Supper. It's a bastardization of the Passover. If you're a Catholic, it will look like this. So let's get back to Easter. Easter has nothing to do with Christ, and it's not biblical. Easter is a Babylonian celebration of the goddess Ishtar or Astarte, and this is her right here. The reason why you find eggs and paint eggs is because eggs is the symbol of sex and fertility, and that's why she has many teats or breasts to symbolize the same thing.